we ready, boys? Are we ready? Okay.
Go.
Welcome to the Good Buds Podcast, the show where good buds smoke good buds and talk about them. I'm Curtis.
I'm Shank.
Isaac.
And this is episode 90 or 91 episode or airing we're February 2nd. And it's 2023. We're doing on YouTube and all the other podcasts. Thank you for joining us.
That's right. Thank you very much for joining us. If you want to, you can check out our social media links down below in the description. We've got them down there for you. If you can check them out, we've got Instagram, Facebook, and all those other cool things.
Hey, Twitch.
Absolutely. We're also doing a bunch of speedrun stuff today. But before we do that, I got Bonk Pack.
I got a joint pack right here.
Isaac, you got anything? It's can. Okay, fuck yeah. All right,
sweet.
Everybody. Hopefully you got some at home. It's too cool. All right, but let's shit. I gotta do the thing at least. Please, talk. Time.
4369.
4369.
New
That is our
record, boys.
fastest intro ever.
Fuck yeah, new record.
The only record.
Exactly. I
Hey,
was a
that
little
makes it a new
unintelligible for part of that, so if you didn't
That's
catch
okay,
that,
that's okay.
this is the 91st episode, February 2nd, 2023. We're airing on YouTube, Spotify, Anchor, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, a whole bunch of other different shits, all many more.
Everywhere.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very much, buds. As you can tell, that was kind of quick, but we do have those links for the social media down for you in the description. Check it out. You'll be able to see all kinds of cool stuff there, and a Discord channel where you can share your content with us and check out some other cool stuff that we're sharing with you.
We also got the Patreon links down below that you can check out, which would be interesting and awesome. If you did that, you can join our, many other patrons that we have, all 2 of them, and you can join at tiers that are fantastic and start as low as $1. That's a fucking bargain. Links are downstairs below for that.
That's right. That's right. And like Isaac said,
Twitch.
Twitch.
There are links in the description for that as well.
Exactly. The site where we stream, it's not, we're not telling you to enact on your tics.
That's
We're not
true.
forcing
I
you to
mean,
have
you
Tourette
can,
syndrome or
you
anything.
can, you can if you want to, though. I mean, all power to you. Do what you want to do, but
Identify as you wish.
yeah, it's true. It's true.
But yeah, speedruns.
Speedruns. That's exactly, yeah. Actually, Curtis is right. That is what we were going to be talking about today. In several different categories, several different things, games, real life, you name it. But we're big fans of games done fast.
Games done fast, games done quick. Some are games done quick. These are just charities. But yes, speedrunners of all different sorts, shapes, sizes, and game structures and genres. It's interesting to watch it be done.
Just weird shit.
So, I guess the quickest and best way to start this would be, first off, hitting that like button, subscribe button, and following us everywhere you can. That would be really appreciated. Second thing we're going to look at is
Do as fast as you can.
As fast as you can. It would be quick. Come on, do it. You just broke the world record. Congratulations. And if you didn't hit subscribe, then you just look stupid.
Yeah.
And you're the one who looks stupid. Not me, it's you.
Clearly.
But first off, let's talk about some real world speedruns and shit. And specifically, I'm talking about the fastest way a communist country was fallen because of the CIA. So let's talk about Kuwait. I'm kidding. I'm joking, buds. Joking. I'm really talking about Isaac, our resident bud who managed to, for the 3rd time, beat COVID. This time he was able to speedrun it. Isaac, how was your experience with the virus?
It actually wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
First day, headaches, back pain, coughing nasally.
Then you
thoughts about why does COVID exist?
Then you no clipped through the virus, right?
And yeah, there 4 days, no clips. 5th day, tested negative.
There you go. See, now there's a way on day 3, I think, to skip to the boss, but it's really hard and it could ruin the run. So
if you get it wrong, then you're forced into the unskippable cutscene for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
But speedrunning left me with some post symptoms where I couldn't play video games for like a few days. So.
Oh no. Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's rough, man.
Oh.
That's
I
rough
looked it up, and I guess there's this thing called post-COVID dizziness, where it's like you're kind of drunk sometimes, like you lose your balance a lot and whatnot. And I guess motion sickness is a part of that now. So.
Well, that sucks.
That's shit. Yeah.
I did lose my balance a bit here and there. I noticed it. I think I'm over that now because I was doing fine today.
That's good. And in all fairness, you don't want your bullshit getting fucked up. Hopefully,
Yeah.
when you get sick with COVID, you want to get sick with it and get it the fuck over with.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, I know that when I had it last, I couldn't play video games either. Like I tried to play some because like I
You
had
know,
gone for days without
this
streaming, and
the
I didn't get
second
motion
time.
sick, but
No, see I didn't get motion sickness when I had it because I had enough energy to get out of bed, and get on the game.
yeah,
Right.
But then once I tested negative, and then like the coming days of the weekend, I'd
Yeah.
get on.
you
It
get
was it
on,
was
you
it
get all
wasn't
fucked up.
it was yeah, I would get fucked up, but like it wasn't terrible unless I played something that had bright colors and whatnot. So
Yeah.
Of course.
if I played Minecraft, that shit happened
Oh yeah, I
like
can
that.
Yeah.
imagine like almost vertigo style on
That's
that
that's
basically.
that's how I felt, and I was like 15 minutes in. I'm like, I can't do this anymore.
Hmm.
Yeah. See, for me, what it was is I felt like I couldn't focus on shit. Like it was it didn't
Second
matter what
time,
I was
no.
like it didn't matter what I was doing, but I could not focus on fucking anything. Like if I was like
Second
playing a
time,
shooter or something, like I wouldn't even like somebody could literally be right in front of me and I wouldn't even fucking notice it until they were shooting at
the
me. And
fo-
it's like,
the focusing part I didn't have, but
See, for
if I
me,
attempted, I lose energy.
if
mm,
it's interesting, but I was basically doing a combination of both of that. Like, so if it was a game that was either, I would say like a older PS3 game or something like that. Like I tried playing Skyrim a couple times when I was in quarantine, and every time I'm like, it just the textures and the way the world is moving, it's just giving me like motion sickness right now, and I didn't like it. So I kind of skipped on that. But then I would play like a newer game. I think it was like I can't remember what it was, but it was darker in colors and such. But uh, fuck,
I
why
could
can't I
say
remember
Modern
what
Warfare
game?
2. Modern Warfare 2, it didn't happen that bad. It took a while, but eventually happened.
Dig it. But yeah, for like a newer game, it's like the motion was fine and everything was that, so I was more intense to play it. But at the same
See,
time, it's like I lost more interest in it.
see,
And
yeah,
I couldn't focus.
it's a common thing for people who do get motion sickness from playing video games to get it more from older games, because in older games your character isn't moving, the map is moving.
yeah. And
Right.
in new games,
But with
both
the newer games, it depends on some of the
like the
games.
character moves and the camera moves with the character independently in
So
most
yeah,
modern games.
but
One
yeah,
second, gentlemen. Keep on talking. I'll be right back.
yeah,
Yeah.
more modern games, your character's moving, not the map.
Yeah, and it's in older games there were a lot more like jarring, like it wasn't like you didn't have like 120 frames per second or 60 frames per second, so you were getting like that jittery like motion and shit like that. So if you were doing anything where something was moving, it was more like janky and blocky and like everything else, which makes it harder for your brain to focus on. And if your brain can't focus but it knows that shit's moving, that's where motion sickness comes from, right? Like,
Yeah, or even if it's these newer games, it's bright colors, like in
yeah,
Minecraft, and I was playing Power Washing Sim
yeah.
and Lawn Mowing Sim, like those bright games
Yeah,
got
and
me
the
Oh
first
motion
yeah.
sick.
and the first person probably didn't help either, right? Like in the
Mm,
first, like I'm sure like a third person game would give
I
you
mean,
like that kind of
I
fixed
didn't
point to focus on.
I didn't really give most like that game, but like other games to try, but like eventually it was just more like the brightness that actually was getting to me, because there's a new version of Club Penguin out now that I
Oh
didn't know
yeah,
about,
I heard about that.
and I was playing it, and I mean, I felt like I was getting vertigo.
Oh, that's not good.
So
That's not good. Yeah, that would fuck you up pretty bad. And I mean, and that's the problem too, is that like a lot of the time with that motion sickness, once you get it, it's hard to get rid of it. So like you might as well just stop fucking playing the game
yeah,
because
no,
it's
I
not
would
gonna
stop,
like
try to
yeah
maybe attempt to watch YouTube. Because if I watched someone play a game, I was fine. Like if I watched a YouTube video, I was fine, no problems. I watch
yeah
people. I'd watch people play Tarkov, Among Us, COD,
yeah
It's
all
possible.
types of shit, and I'll be fine.
It's also possible that it's like motor skills on top of that with
yeah
motion growth or motion and being invested and also trying to think about what your next move is going to be.
yeah.
Combination of brain function plus immersiveness plus moving graphics is
And
probably
that adrenaline spike you get when you're playing video games, like when you're in a high intensity. Not even like you get it even in Minecraft to a degree. Like when you're like mining and you fucking like you're on edge because it's nighttime. You got creepers around you and everything else, and you've got your like elevated
creepers.
stress
Aw
levels.
man.
Oh man. but fucking like, and you're on edge. Like when you're on edge, you've got that like Curtis said,
Right.
you're invested. Like, and it makes you more like have that
Right.
anxiety kind of feeling, and that's gonna
You
elevate
can
any kind
now
of
you,
sickness you feel.
now you can still feel that to some aspect when you're still watching a
Yeah,
fucking somebody
but
play,
you're
but
more
it's still
removed from it.
exactly.
Yeah.
You're more anxious to see if they get out of the scenario rather than more anxious because it's a do or die situation for your character that you're playing right now.
100%.
But
100%.
with that
But
being said,
yeah.
glad you're feeling a lot better. But and glad to have you good on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Glad you can play games again, so that at some point you can jump on our Twitch links down below in the description, and you can entertain some of our buds with like your completionist nonsense.
Exactly. If not, just your insanely awesome gameplay.
Yeah, yeah. Like I said, people watch Curtis and myself because they're like we're entertainers, and Isaac he's the professional gamer for sure.
The pro
Like,
league.
yeah, he's the one that carries us most of the time. But speaking of things that all three of us have done well in a game, and getting back on the topic of speedruns, there is something that we personally have accomplished that's in the speedrun realm of things, and I
All right.
think the buds at home might be interested in hearing about it.
Absolutely. We have I guess we'll call it a world record speed run.
Yeah.
And we'll say world record just because uh, obscurity?
Yeah,
the
for the
only one.
world record. For the buds at home who aren't watching our YouTube video, which what the heck, man? Come on, check out our YouTube. It's really cool. Like
But
Curtis
yeah,
works really hard on editing these videos.
air quotes.
But air quotes. But yeah, it is a world record. But like Isaac said, we're the only ones who've done it.
So yeah, in Modern Warfare, there is a small map. I think it's a 4-person map in total.
Yep.
And this was like a 2v2 map, and this was called Isle 9. Now,
Mhm.
the fun part about Isle 9 is they released an Easter egg on there where you have to shoot 9 teddy bears in quick succession, not in quick succession, but shoot 9 teddy bears, and by shooting all 9 of them, it opens up the back door of a van that's parked in the middle. A disco ball starts going off, and a whole bunch of lights start going off with party
Yeah,
music.
dance music,
See,
and there's a dancing zombie.
And no, in the truck, it's toilet paper.
Yeah,
Because
oh yeah,
when this map came out, it was during the pandemic where
yeah. The
everybody
great
was
toilet
just
paper
like
shortage.
buying toilet paper. So
Yep.
So,
Yeah.
so all the toilet paper was stuck in this van.
Yeah, just hidden in there. But yeah, and there was party music going, and it was fucking dope, and lights were flashing and everything else. But we ran that. It was Isaac, Curtis,
I-
myself, and
yeah.
our friend Solus Jester. It's Tim, right?
Yeah.
they
So we
don't-
got
At first,
Yeah.
Isaac just showed us the glitch. And we're like, oh, or not the glitch, the Easter egg.
yeah,
And we're
these-
like, this
yeah,
is
'cause we didn't
fun.
know
You know,
yeah,
this
we
is
didn't know it
fun.
existed.
And then we had to show somebody else, so we brought it in, showed somebody else, and then we're like, or I think that was Tim.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure we
Yeah,
played
'cause-
this.
Yeah.
We played this like once on one night, and then we did it another night, and that's the night we decided to speed run.
Absolutely,
But-
yeah. Because what it was is we were on it and we did it just as like for shits and giggles. We just did it like we had
Yeah.
assigned because we to make it easier we like assigned locations and bears to each of us like that we
Yeah.
would each take out, and like we
Exactly.
were kind of like and we just did it to do it as quick as we
It was
can
just
to
to-
go see it,
Right.
and we realized our
So
time
then-
was pretty good.
Yeah. Are you talking about the first time or second time?
Well, the second time. This is the second
Okay.
time. Because the first time we just did it to do it. Like I think
Exactly.
we just
did
to,
it for
like,
shit to go. Second time we did it, and then we kept doing it again and again. We realized we can get a decent time on it if we're divide, conquer, try to get the best angles on the bears. So then, as it kept going, we kept optimizing it more and more to the point where we're like, all right, so if somebody shoots this one, then shoot this one, have a C4 grenade on this one, so that way, as soon as that one gets blown, you can blow up that one, and
Yep.
then shoot, another grenade, one more shot, and then we're all running fucking
yeah, we
balls
all
deep into the
immediately
van.
sprint to the van as fast as we possibly can, and
And
so
then first one to get towards the van shoots the one that's on top of the van, and then everyone swan dives into the back.
Yeah,
And
no,
since there was no actual completion to it, the completion was everybody who's involved has to get inside of the van.
yeah, as soon as the last person was inside the van, that's when the clock was stopped, and I did
official
I did
talk
like full
was-
official timing, which was I think
16:08.
Yeah, 16:08 or 16. Well, Curtis got
16
16:08, but
seconds and 08.
but-
Or no,
yeah,
16:01. Sorry, 16:01.
yeah, 16:01. So like basically, because me and Curtis both timed it, but I had the the video and I was the last person on the van, so I stopped it as soon as my character stepped foot into the van.
So
And
yes, we went frame by
like,
frame,
yeah,
and it was 6 seconds,
60, yeah,
and
yeah.
16 seconds, point one.
Yeah, we probably could have gotten sub 15 on it, but the thing is we wanted to leave it competitive in case any of our buds or anybody on the internet wanted to try to beat it.
Exactly, because everybody probably could have optimized it more, and we probably could have done one more record if somebody even wanted to make the attempt at it. You know, if this
Yeah.
became a thing.
Yeah, we could do another run and we could get a
Did
better
anybody
time.
try submitting it to Speedrun Archives?
I did, but I got confused by the forms for submitting the video, so I didn't end up actually submitting it. I just went on there and they had there was no category for it, and they tell you to put in a category that you want
Yeah.
to submit your run in. But if
Well,
the category doesn't exist, you can't just be like invent a new category. You need
exactly.
to
You have to
yeah,
contact a moderator and then ask them, and then be like, "Yo, would this be an actual category you guys would be interested in?" And
yeah.
then even then, you
Go
have
to
to
like I think
provide
it's something you
proof.
probably have to do through the forums just to kind
Yeah.
of but the thing is that I don't have a foothold in the forums there, so I feel like it would be a difficult process. But if any of you buds at home listening right now like to play Call of Duty and you have that map and you want to do with 3 of your buddies like a speedrun attempt of that, fucking hit us with a link on our Instagram or fucking Discord or whatever. We'd love to see it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, with all that said, this isn't the only foray that we have as, speedrunners in general. So
Sure.
again, in particular, I got into speedrunning quite a while ago just because I found this guy on YouTube who managed to speedrun Legend of Zelda in 22 minutes. Legend of Zelda
This is
Ocarina of
amazing.
Time, I should specify. Fucking fantastic. Being able to literally kill Ganon, get to the fucking credits within 22 minutes. It was a fantastic fucking feat. Which, I don't know, should I take a quick aside right now or should I get back to it later?
Oh, we can talk about it now. It's fine.
Okay.
Good time.
So, Legend of Zelda speedrunning is a very fucking complex shit, but at the same time, one video in particular that I have to recommend if you really want to get into speedrunning. Give me 1 second.
I remember there was a
Pull that up.
video where they mocked Breath of the Wild speedrunning, where they essentially showed an animated version of a bunch of the speedrun tricks done in a really exaggerated way, and it was one of the funniest goddamn videos I've ever seen on the internet.
That one is fire.
And it fucking goes
Yes.
flying across the map at fucking Mach 20,000.
Yeah,
Speed 'em up,
that's
Jesus.
hilarious. Again, yeah, Breath of the Wild definitely added a lot of fun
Oh,
aspects
God, yeah.
in general, but
But
in terms
but
of
what I'm gonna-
Ocarina,
yeah,
again,
yeah. If you
so-
got it there, yeah.
yeah, I just pulled it up for anybody watching on YouTube or our YouTube video, but if you're not, then this is a quick little video from, well, not a quick video, it's obviously like 20 some odd minutes, but it's a video from RAAFMAAT, so RAFMAT, and this is from AGDQ, which is Awesome Games Done Quick 2013, in which a fucking dude by the name of Cosmo basically casually sat down, ran the game, completed it in 22 minutes, and was able to casually talk about it with a group of people and to a bunch of people while doing it, all for all for charity and shit.
Curtis,
Charity.
What's up?
was he doing any percent?
Yeah, I know what it is now. But here's the thing. This is the original video that got me into speedrunning and has gotten quite a few people into speedrunning, specifically because, like I mentioned, very casual, very easy gameplay, and he was able to do it while casually explaining exactly what he was doing, making it seem simple
which is
enough
always
that anybody
fantastic,
could do it.
because a lot of the time speedrunning seems unapproachable. It seems
Exactly.
like it's not something that
Now,
you can do.
the reason I say this makes it seem approachable is even in 22 minutes, it's still fucking crazy. Isaac, what is the current speedrun for any percent?
For Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Yes, because I know exactly what he's going to say.
3 minutes and 54 seconds.
3 minutes, 54 seconds. Less than 4 minutes.
Amazing.
That's nearly fucking impossible now unless you know exactly what you're doing.
Yeah.
Now, the legend and the way that it's gotten from that to this is fucking incredible. So the video where he's playing on right now is I believe he's playing on the no. So when this game originally started getting speedrun, people were playing it on the original versions of the N64 in North America because that was like the easiest version. Then people realized it's faster if you get the Japanese version because the text moves quicker. So then people realized the fastest way is to get a Wii and then get Virtual Console, set it to Japan, and then have it play Ocarina of Time off of that,
Yeah.
which was the fastest way because of frame
Yeah.
rates and shit. So in 2011, someone figured out that there was a Chinese console licensed by Nintendo that could run Ocarina of Time with lower frame rates, and because of the Chinese text, it was faster, saving in total about 13 seconds on it. So this became this quintessential fucking
Yeah,
way
so
to
the
play Legend of Zelda.
specific console, specific games, like
So
yeah.
that's what this dude is playing when he originally does it. Since then, they figured out that it's actually meaningless, and you can go back to the fucking reasonable one
Whatever version, yeah.
because they found other glitches since then. So the way he did it essentially is you get out of the woods, you get a bottle, you come back to the woods, you do a bottle fuckery, and you get back. You somehow transfer all the way to Ganon. Somebody figured out how to do it where you didn't have to leave the woods and you got a bottle, and then you got right to Ganon. So then it was like 17 minutes. Now the new way is you go into the middle of the forest, you do some weird glitchy bullshit which fucks the game and puts it into some developer mode. You then
Yeah.
go off screen, do a little twistly, tootly, foodly fuckery, and then you're just at the credits. And the
Yeah.
game's done.
The game's over.
And
Yeah,
that's
you
how you beat it in
you
4
basically
minutes.
hit an end trigger for
Mhm.
the game off screen
Instantly.
in developer mode instantly.
Yeah.
Which
and
is
that's-
amazing. Which is, I mean, that's
It's amazing.
honestly,
It's
it's
fantastic.
like,
but
and
yeah,
that's the kind of
how
like
that
it's
shit's done now.
it's kind of like I was saying there earlier that that like people will find a way to break a game as fast as they can.
Oh, absolutely. But like, well, I won't say as fast as they can because this one took them quite a few years.
Oh
But they
yeah,
figured
yeah.
it out.
You basically go to a corner and just
Exactly. But yeah,
Yeah,
anyone
corner
who's
hub.
anyone recommend or who wants to anybody interested in one of the best videos in speedrunning in terms of getting you into
What-
it, I highly recommend this one.
Yes.
what you said about the whole better on Japanese version of the game reminds me that the GTA Vice City, because your speed running is around Zelda and Tony Hawk's what Pro
Yeah.
Skater? No, what not Pro
Uh
Skater?
Tony Hawk's American
American
Wasteland.
Wasteland.
I'll get to that in a little bit, but
Yeah,
go ahead.
Yeah.
But for me, it's mostly GTA and the zombie maps.
Oh yeah.
But so when you said the Japanese version's better for Ocarina because of bugs and you can quickly get through the dialogue quicker because of the text or the subtitles and whatnot.
Right.
Same exact way for Vice City.
Mm-hmm.
And the speed run for Vice City is 2 hours and like 6 minutes, I think it said.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2
Well,
hours.
a lot of games I find there's other games that it's like faster if you play it in like the German or the Italian or the French version or something like that for exactly the same reason. It's because it's like the text is more compressed, so it like saves you a ton of time throughout the game.
Right.
Like just by like having a language that uses less words. Because English is pretty goddamn verbose. We can't say anything without saying a whole bunch of extra shit around it.
I will say, yeah. I will say that 90% of the Japanese or 90% of Nintendo games are just better on Japanese in general, just because A, the text speed, and then B, since they were made in Japan, the frame rate and shit drops a lot better
think
because
the-
of the localized games. But
And the voice acting is like way better.
I think the
But-
most
Having it, like,
famous
yeah.
speed run is like Mario 64, and I think that's also in Japanese.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I'm one of those subs are superior kind of people. I like subtitles and like the original voice actors because I like to hear what the OG voice actors are
Yep.
sounding like.
oh yeah,
Japanese.
well, yeah, most of these. But then again, most of these speedrunners have played the game over 100 times before they even
Yeah.
started speedrunning it officially.
Yeah.
So with that being the case, they already know what all the dialogue
If
is,
you
so
watch-
they don't have
Yeah,
to
so
worry
they just
about.
skip the shit out of that.
If you watch some streamers, they actually sometimes they'll have a number in their little overlay of their how many times they've attempted
Oh
said
yeah.
speed run.
Oh
So I
yeah,
think one of the zombie ones I used to watch, he's got his up and like 1,000 plus attempts for some one of them.
oh
Shit.
yeah, no doubt, no doubt. It's always like, of course, you're gonna try like over and over and over and over and over. And even once you get a good time, you're gonna think about ways that you could have beat that time if something had gone differently, and you'll go back and try again. So it's like that's the cool thing about speedrunning, like is that like if you do it and you get a record time, you're like, man, that's amazing. But then you think about immediately, like it's like the shower arguments. Like once you've like had an argument with someone, and then later on in the shower, you're like, fuck, I should have said that. You know,
That
it's
would've
like
been
same
great,
idea with
yeah.
speedrun. Like later on after you're done your speedrun of fucking like a map on zombies, you go and you smoke a bowl, and you're like, fuck, I could have cut that corner. Like and
Mhm.
you're like, and then you fucking
That's kind of how the the world record for one of my favorite speed running maps for zombies, and Curtis's too, because I think Curtis has mentioned his
Yeah.
love for this map, which is
Mhm.
Shadows of Evil on Black Ops
yeah
3. At the end of the speed run, he puts in a clip of like a new possible strat idea for world as this video was for world record already. He's like,
yeah.
Mhm.
here's another strat that's a possibility, and he's just doing
Yeah,
some
he's like, I
crazy
didn't want to try it. He's like, I didn't want to try it in this run, but like if you want to try it in yours, go nuts. Like,
You
you know
have
what
a
I mean?
chance of beating me, and if not, I have a chance of beating me. So let's all
Yeah.
just keep working at it.
I think the guy who has the world record has beaten his own record. I don't think anybody has beaten his record in a while.
He's just
Mhm.
beating himself, and now at this point, he's just beating himself off the leaderboard.
Seriously, I mean that's some speedrunners do that.
Mhm.
Well, I mean, it's true. Well,
Hmm.
dude, we could do that with our own. We could like literally submit it to speedruns.com, get it on there, and then beat our own score and just have only us be on the leaderboard.
The guy I was talking about, Cosmo, who did Legend of Zelda, beat a speed run and ended up doing it in 19 minutes 18 seconds. That I have a cat in a plastic bag.
Oh,
He's trying to kill himself.
yeah, that's a cat for you. And he's got 9 lives. It's fine.
Yeah, he's wasting one of them. So yeah, fucking god damn it, what was I talking about? I don't know. Figure that out. I'm gonna go get the cat.
Your
Yeah, go
awkward
save your
time.
go save
19
your pussy.
minutes.
Yeah, I'm gonna time you. Hold on, let's see. How fast can he save his cat?
Impetus.
Hey, look at that! Look at that awesome picture. Look, Curtis and Isaac changed place. That's weird.
Who knows? Who knows?
Trading places. Where did I? I don't know what it looks like on his end. So
Yeah.
there you go.
There we go. Technical difficulties,
See?
but we're good.
Put things back where they're supposed to be. There we go.
Damn it, cat.
Okay, maybe move the bag.
My dogs are personally better, in my opinion.
Not wrong. You're not wrong.
I don't think Nala could fit a bag, anyways.
She'd probably just stuff her head into it and then be completely fine because she'd like leave enough gaps for air that she couldn't suffocate.
I love my new cat. Shub is so adorable.
14.95 on that one. That was a little bit slower.
Well, look how comfy he is now.
He does look comfy as hell. He's probably pissed off at you for taking away his bag though.
Fuck him.
Yeah.
So,
But yeah, so like it's so you were saying Shadows of Evil, like what are some of those speedruns looking like?
oh yeah.
Like I don't even like I mean
They're
I'm not super I know you guys are both like super up on it.
just the glitches and the whatnot are outrageous.
So here's the thing. When you initially play, you're originally supposed to, or the way they intend, you buy out of the starting area, you then have an open area, and then you open you open all three ways, go
Yeah.
each way, do a ritual, and then the developers intend for you to get up into a train, ride the train around to look for symbols, and once you've found those symbols, then you can go to the end dimension thing or whatever.
Yeah.
Put it in, get an egg, get a sword. It's a whole process from there. Once you do
The
that,
whole
is
thing.
when the whole thing starts, really. So these guys are literally able to just get out of the front area, jump around and freely figure out their fucking way to
Literally,
get to
so
these
they get
things.
out the starting area. They do two magical moves, find out what the symbols are. They go into the dimension thing, put the symbols in to get the egg, and then they start doing the rituals at the same time they're doing the soul collecting for the egg, because the egg needs to collect souls at certain spots on the map.
Not to
That's actually
mention,
brilliant.
not to mention, this is happening on Black Ops 3, so obviously you have Gobblegums as well. So they max out their Gobblegums with the best things possible: raindrops, perkaholics, wall buys, crate buys, shit like that. So this guy strategically maxes them out, so he get raindrops at the front to double up your points, get free points, and freely kill all the zombies. And then
Plus a plus a random perk.
plus random perk. Then he gets perkaholic, so that way he has all of his perks, so he doesn't have to worry about it. Then he gets wall buy, runs around till he gets a very specific shotgun, gets that, is able to fucking kill most of the
See,
Margwas.
wall by if he goes and buys a shotgun, that shotgun, it's instantly pack a punched.
Oh wow,
So instantly
nice.
pack a punch shotgun. It does fucking massive damage. Can kill Margwas, hordes of crowds.
See,
Like, tell him about the
that
fucking
that's fine,
Easter egg,
but
or tell him about the egg at that one.
but the that's fine. Like the whole the wall by
Yeah,
raindrops, perkaholic.
drop top.
But what really comes into play for the Shadows of Evil Easter egg is the one gobblegum called Anywhere But Here, and that is strategic.
Oh
That
yeah,
is RNG based. So
yeah,
there's
because
a
it can teleport you anywhere on
they
the
can
map when you
teleport
use
you
it.
anywhere. And when the guy who did the world record, perfect,
It was fucking incredible.
perfect.
He got it, and I'm
Anywhere
like,
But Here.
why did he get this? This is terrible. It's gonna fuck him up.
Yeah, he's gonna get fucked by that. But no, that's crazy, man. And yeah, because I think I remember what you're talking about because you showed the clip where
Yeah,
the dude
because
got like the perfect
so
gobblegum. He took it
so
when he needed to, and
yeah.
got popped right back to the mid
But
or whatever.
in this new uh run, he chose instead of so usually in the speed run it was choosing at the end to cycle the gobblegums until you get raindrops, so you can get the death machine to make the boss fight faster.
Yeah,
But in this speed run, the guy was like, "Fuck that! I want Anywhere But Here." And when he got Anywhere But Here, he popped it, spawned right into the fucking room for the boss fight, initiated it, and just tapped him up,
that's
got
fucking
it done.
awesome. That's awesome.
Crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So instead of having to like run to the boss room or whatever with the minigun, he fucking just popped right into it.
Yeah, because
And was fucking,
he had the shotgun, which was still good.
that's
Yeah,
fucking
the shotgun was still
awesome.
good, and I forgot what his secondary. The HVK, right?
The HV, yeah, they usually use that gun too.
Yeah, he had
Yeah,
that
no, that's
HVK,
wild, man.
and then he ended up grabbing something later down the line. But
And what was this? What was his time again?
2021
20 minutes and 21 seconds. Holy shit.
Solo.
solo, by the way.
Yeah, solo. That's insane. Like I definitely know that I could not do that. So like I'm not nearly good enough at zombie mode.
I personally
Like at
haven't
least
done the
that
Easter egg by myself yet, so
like that
Me and
mode.
Isaac,
I'm
you
like
and me tried,
yeah.
and we couldn't even
we
fucking-
tried, but I mean we could attempt now since we have.
Yeah, if you guys manage
We
to
have
land
the-
a co-op like number that you could put up on the you could put up on the leaderboard in some
don't-
way.
I don't know if our
Don't need to be
mod
first.
will stop it, but I mean I would rather have the mod turned on to have the gobblegums.
Yeah, no, the mod is completely fine. I'm pretty sure it's okay with the.
No,
thing,
because
just
the guy who I
otherwise you
watched
would be
had
paying
his.
fucking
I'm not
millions.
paying. I am not paying hundreds of dollars for fucking liquid divinium.
Yeah, just for the randomized chance of getting enough.
Nope. Nope.
I have the worst RNG luck, so
Not to mention a
Nope.
lot of his guns were already max kitted out and shit like that, so
Yeah.
that would mean we have to play a fuck ton of Shadows of Evil normally, because we only use the PC version for modded games, and none of those
Yeah.
count towards anything.
Well, I'm sure they have speedruns for like mod maps and stuff like
Oh, of
that.
course
For,
well,
like,
they do.
mod,
probably
you know?
for like some of the people, but not like legit speed runs.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
probably not
yeah.
every single one, but maybe a lot of the ones where it's like, okay, this is a very quality map. Everybody
Probably
in
the
modding
probably the
community's
quality
playing.
maps like.
I bet
So
you that
probably
nightmare.
one.
I bet you
Yeah,
that
it's-
fucking nightmare map has fucking speedruns. Like 100% bet it does. That's like such a well-made map.
Yeah, probably.
That's like one of the maps that I fucking love because one, my computer could run it. Two, it was like beautiful, and like three, it like totally remade the
Right
premise
now,
of zombie mode, which was like
Absolutely.
amazing.
right now
They did it in
we're
such a
getting
good
off
way.
track the speed run, but right now the best looking zombie map so far was right now. I mean, Nightmare is
The
right there,
Simpsons zombie.
but right now, no, it's fucking the one
Who
of
the-
one remake someone made of Call of the Dead.
Oh
It's
yeah, yeah.
really fucking.
I thought you were gonna say Poop of the Dead because that map is 10 out of 10.
Yeah, but Call of the Dead
instantly
is.
instantly a solid one.
I don't.
Actually,
I
9 out of 10.
personally,
It
I
would be a 10 if
personally,
there was a glory hole.
I like, I like, I like the remake, but I'm a fan. Personally, not a fan of Call of the Dead at all. Even when it came out for Black Ops One, but the
Mm.
remake, big
Hell
props.
yeah.
True.
Um,
But so yeah, that's so 20 minutes 2021 for the fucking speedrun. That's pretty
2021.
goddamn dope.
I do want to know some more speed. Either get on a speedrun and see if they have like zombie map speedruns for it. Like if they have the times posted up on there for the different
Yeah.
maps.
100%.
'Cause if they do, that would be interesting. And I want to
Yeah,
know what the
that would be.
For Black Ops 3.
yeah, and I want to know what the Black Ops 3 Origin speedrun is. Because the Black Ops 2 one I know is pretty good already, but add Gobblegums into it, I'm sure that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
I already think the original Origins Easter egg is fucking nuts.
To do it,
What
or
Fucking
the
nuts.
time? No, the
the
time.
time on it, yeah. People got that down to like
The
what,
giant
19 minutes now.
Origins. All gums. All Gobblegums solo 44.25 for Origins.
44 minutes with all Gobblegums solo. Is there a quad category?
Yes. And the 4 player is 26.45.
So about 30 minutes.
We can beat
Yeah,
that.
but
If
nobody,
one person can do it by themselves in 20.
I haven't been able to do it by myself
No,
either.
one person can do it in 40. 4 people can do it in about 27 minutes.
See, now
You can
if I go look at Black Ops 2's Origins solo, it's 39. So it's faster on Black Ops 2 with no
If you guys give me a
Gobblegums.
if you guys give me a really easy job,
Well, wait.
like it's like like
the
we can do it.
Okay, actually, it kind of makes sense because in Black Ops 3, the health system is a little bit different and you get the Gobblegum. But in Black Ops 2, you got the hammer.
True. True.
But then
Big
again,
true.
you have the dingo in Black Ops 3, so I don't know. Hard toss up. Either way.
Oh, these are just. Oh, okay. So as I was looking for Black Ops 2, I'm curious. I'm like, why the hell is Town, Farm, Blessed Depot, and Nuketown on here? Well-known maps for not having Easter eggs.
Right.
And it's just speed running to get to the quick, basically the quickest to get to round 15.
Oh really?
Round 15 and round 5.
I mean, it's all
The
right
other-
for
Most of the other ones are empty.
right.
Oh, but for Nuketown, it's Pack a Punch. And then
Oh,
there's
there you
round-
go. There you
And
go.
then there's
This is Pack a
rounds.
Punch.
No, it's not bad, man. And honestly, like Call of Duty is fucking filled with different speedrun categories. It's like one of those games that like they give you a lot of different opportunities to kind of like sequence break things and
You got story modes, you got zombie modes, you got fucking survival modes, which all have different ones. And then there's I think there's a couple multiplayer ones. My favorite
was gonna
one
say,
is
I'm
fastest
sure,
one
like-
to get banned.
yeah. Oh god, man, fastest to get banned speedruns are amazing. My favorite ones to watch are Club Penguin ones.
Just any online social one that's meant for like kid targeted.
Like Habbo Hotel or fucking Club Penguin or one of those
Toontown's
shits.
or
Yeah,
any of that shit.
yeah. Like just watching people like they make
Just
their
run it.
name like
What's up? Who's a fucking?
yeah like
Who's a fucking bitch? Who's a
yeah
who's a
like
little
you know
shit?
like just dropping as many swear words as he possibly can like in a macro and fucking like instantly having this like I think like the world record I saw was like 3 seconds or 4 seconds for Club Penguin. And basically, they just went on. They created their. It started from the point that they created their burner email. Then they registered for the account, opened the game, immediately said fuck, and got their account banned. And it was like total like 3 fucking seconds or some shit like that, or 4 seconds. It was incredible.
I love
It was incredible. It was like, frankly, I was just like blown away by it. I'm like, man, like the stuff that people do when they're bored. Like, you know,
plan on doing a burner account for my Twitch band Speedrun.
Yeah, trying to get banned from Twitch as fast as possible. Yeah, that's true.
I have the account ready, and I have the game ready already. So
Yep. And you need to have a camera go. You need to have a camera going, and you need to be like drunk as fuck. You need to get so drunk that you're like borderline passing out and throwing up on yourself, and you'll get like insta banned.
I don't drink though.
I know that's what that'll make
See,
it.
no,
Wait.
I got a game that I play that's on the ban list.
Oh, there you go. There you go. That's an easy way to do it. Just like play one of the banned games.
House party.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah. Make
So-
sure you play it with no censorship on or anything like that. And fucking...
I did just look it up. The current banned percent world record is 37 seconds
For what?
for Club Penguin.
37. Okay, yeah. I must have been not been.
It was probably only
or
3 seconds while
but...
he was on Club Penguin.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But no,
He's starting on
initial
browsing as a
starts
guest.
when it is he gets onto the website. That's when it
he's browsing on as a guest right now and starting.
Yeah. So he literally starts from when he's creating the burner
Yep.
email. Like
Yep.
that's when it starts. Is when they're
Instant
creating the
created
burner email.
Clicked it, fucking saved it, yada yada, boom boom boom, saved. All right, he's got temp mail loaded up. He's got his thing. He's, verified the emails, everything like that. Verified, did the fucking Ouija shit. Or not
Hate
that,
that.
the CAPTCHA. He's at 30
it.
seconds. He's logging in. He's in at 35 seconds. He's getting through all the... Oh wait, he already got through.
He's just gonna.
He managed to do it while they were still giving him the intro fucking hello thing.
Yeah. That's
Just-
the introduction.
You literally just gotta type it fuck, and you're done. You're done.
Yeah.
I personally, when I played Club Penguin, I went to my own igloo. Nobody was around. I was like, I wonder if I could get hit, even though no one can see me.
Yeah.
Sure
Yep.
enough, did.
Yeah, they can see you.
They can see me.
They know.
I thought I would have to get reported.
No, they always know. They don't. You don't need to get reported. They have an automated bot that just bans your account.
Now here's the thing. Out of technicality, it only bans you for 24 hours after you use it. So by technicality, it's 24 hours and 37 seconds, and you would have to wait for a full day. And as soon as they let you go, you have to type fuck again.
Mine was a month.
Then you would have to wait a month after that.
Yeah, so
I
the
think-
speedrun world record would be different.
I
You
think
know,
mine was a month or a
I mean,
week or
until you
something
got
like that.
permanently banned.
to get banned, or the fastest to get banned twice.
Yeah.
That's fucking intense.
No, I'm saying permanently banned.
Oh,
I'll be at
permanent
this
ban,
for- The speedrun.
Oh,
took
dude,
1
then
year,
just
1
don't,
month,
then don't
1
just,
day.
then don't just say fuck. Like, say something that's on their permanently banned list. Like, because I'm sure that they've got certain words that you can say that are like they don't
question is-
temp ban.
The question is, who has the balls to say it for a speed run?
That's true. Just
The
censor
Good
out your
Buds
bar. Just
podcast,
just
that's
censor out your text bar. Just like censor out the text bar and just type it in.
You guys don't know what I said.
Yeah, you guys won't even know. You don't even need to know what I said. Just know that I'm banned for it for life. And
I
now I'm
clearly
not
was
allowed.
talking about the liquid.
Yeah, the FBI may be on its way, and I'm not allowed to go close to schools anymore.
See,
So
no,
yeah,
no, no.
I'm clearly talking about the liquid. The liquid. So anyway, buds,
Obviously. Welcome to Patreon.
welcome to Patreon. So yeah, I did mention before. Yeah, I did some speedrunning, fucking little bit. Fucking,
Yep.
I like to do some zombie shits here and there.
Oh yeah.
But Legend of Zelda stuff I like doing, and all in all, the only game that I have that I've really fucking speedrun where I actually put time, effort, learning how to do it and doing tricks and shit for it, Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. The story
Yeah.
mode, any percent on easy. I can do it in my personal best is 1 hour and 19 minutes. I believe the world record is 56 or 54 minutes. It's been a while. Isaac, can you check that up for me? But the thing
World
is,
record Tony Hawk's American Wasteland.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah. when I was originally playing it and originally started enjoying it was on GameCube.
Yeah.
And in all fairness, the main
50,
reason
27.
how much was it?
50, 27.
50 minutes, 27 seconds. So it's been beaten a little bit recently. When was that beaten?
8 months ago.
3 months ago? Okay. So
8.
8.
Oh, 8 months ago. All right.
Okay. So somebody's relatively still speed running it. But
Yeah.
what position
Sounds
would,
like it's time for you to beat that.
if I was at 1 hour and 19 minutes, what position would that put me in on the leaderboard?
Yeah. Because I mean, you got that game pretty damn good. Like
One what?
pretty damn tight.
119.
29th.
29th on the leaderboard. All right. So, Buds, I have a possibility of getting top 30 at least.
There's only 32.
Let's go.
Nice.
Oh, wait,
make
that's
it-
page 1.
Fuck it.
Oh, wait, never mind. That's not page 1.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, I have a possibility. I'd like to at least get one speed run under my belt. That would be fun and interesting, even if it's a random obscure one. But reason I'm decent at this game is a long time ago, I was at my friend's place for a sleepover, and we decided that within one night we were going to get through Tony Hawk's American Wasteland. I had already played it. He'd already played it. We didn't feel like playing anything new. We just wanted to replay something we knew. So
Yeah.
we decided on that one. And he played until, or it was like 9 o'clock when we put it in. He played until like 10 o'clock. I played until like 11. And then I go to hand the controller over to him, and he's asleep. So I ended up playing till 4 in the morning, and I beat the game.
Yeah. Nice.
And in
And that kind of made you realize, hey, I can beat this game in one sitting.
Yeah, and it also made me realize that, I don't have to do every single mission and every single thing of that, I can skip
Yeah.
it and come back to it, but I can at least beat the game to get all the missions and everything unlocked. So that kind of started it. I skipped on it for quite a few years, and then when I decided to get into speedrunning, I'm like, all right, this will be the game that I run. And sure as shit, I went through, found out the tricks, and figured out, what the bare minimum needed was to get through. That's when I actually started watching other people speedrun it and figured out even better tricks, which helped me get through it even quicker. So now I'm at the point where the main thing to get me through faster is pure skill. Just being able to do the tricks, being able to do everything on time, and be able to hit certain glitches in certain spots. Like, for example, there's a thing in there where if you get off your skateboard, it sets a timer, and until that timer runs out, if you're in the middle of something, it doesn't end. So let's say you do a trick, and you land the trick. That's it. The mission stops, and then somebody starts talking in a cutscene.
Yeah.
If you do the trick and then jump out of your board, it'll wait until that timer goes off before it stops and do the cutscene. Now, if that cutscene is supposed to be the final part of the mission, and you jump out, wait through the cutscene, and then jump back onto your board, right at the same time that the thing would end, and you're next to somebody and you talk to them at the same time, to start the next mission, it skips the cutscene that was going to play for ending the mission, and skips the cutscene of talking to that person. So you end up skipping all the way ahead just to the next mission without having to talk to any bullshit.
Dope.
Which ends up saving you, like, quite a long bit of fucking
Well, it's
time.
like the OG manual skips, right? Like, you'd basically be able to like, instead of, like, landing the trick, you'd wait and you'd just do a manual all the way to where you needed to be for your next mission, and then you just fucking, like, pop right at the last second, land the trick, end the mission, and talk to the next person.
It's the same
And it would be like, yeah.
Yeah, it's the same exact
Yeah.
thing, but this time instead of having to hold the manual, you would only have to hold it for a little bit, and then you can just get off your skateboard and run directly at the person that you need to talk to.
Yeah, that's fucking
as soon
dope.
as you're
That's
good,
actually
jump on your board, you're back to talking
it's
to
a
them.
legit ass strat right there.
Oh yeah.
I think honestly one that we could do, I think a legitimate speedrun that we could do if we found another person, we could fucking do the some of the Phasmophobia ones.
You were telling me about a couple of these. Please
Yeah.
explain these to the buds.
Okay,
because these
so-
do sound like fun.
So these speedruns are fucking honestly they're legit. I like it's
These
kind of
are-
I kind of got hooked on them
Yeah.
because basically there's this dude I watch that plays Phasmophobia on YouTube. I watch him. He's fucking hilarious and he does great Phasmophobia content, like breaks down the game, the different types of ghosts and everything else and stuff like that, and tricks from the maps and shit. And he showed me like some speedrun strats that were in the game. And I saw that there were some when I looked it up. I saw that there were some really interesting speedrun categories. Like my personal favorite, the fastest squad wipe, which is basically where you go in and you have everybody in your squad die.
Fun.
Like just like as fast as you possibly can. And so they have like, you know, like fastest beating levels, either any percent or, you know, like that kind of thing. But
Right, the classy
for
ones. I want to know the
yeah,
mean ones.
but for yeah, exactly, the normal ones. But we don't want normal. We're not normal here at this at the Good Buds podcast. It's just not how we work.
We did the Aisle 9 Easter egg speedrun. We are talking
Yeah, we
about
don't.
the Club Penguin band speedruns. What are the unique ones, Shank?
Yeah. So basically, the unique ones. Let me just go to the actual site here so I can give you the specific categories to show you that how interesting they are. There's hug percent, which is basically the fastest speed to basically get a hug from the ghost.
Aw.
And that speed record is at 25 seconds, or 25 seconds, 6.667 milliseconds, as of 16 days ago.
Nice.
But my, like I said, my personal favorite is squad wipe. So right now, the squad wipe for actually there's a trios category. We could enter into the trios category. We wouldn't even need to find a full quartet. But
trios wipe?
the speedrun for the trios squad wipe is 28 seconds and 117 milliseconds.
Easy.
So they managed to get in there and have everybody on the squad get killed within 28 seconds, or sub 30 seconds.
Nice.
There's one that Isaac, I know, would be extremely interested in based on our previous gameplay experience on Phasmophobia, because we have played Phasmo before, buds. When we played before, Isaac had a habit that was hard to break, but it's a Thief co-op. They have an any percent, and they do have trios, actually. But Thief any percent, basically this category, what it means is going into the house on Phasmophobia, and if any of you buds at home have played before, you know you can pick up random objects like shoes and picture frames and stuff like that throughout the house. It's going in, taking those items and putting them in your van.
Grab anything that is not nailed down.
Yeah, steal it. Everything. And that's basically the point of that category, is to go into the house, and Isaac did that every time we played anyway.
Yeah, basically.
Only when I died.
Basically confuse the game with Thief Simulator.
Well, not even when you died, man. I remember there were times that you'd walk into the house, you'd just go into a room and start grabbing shoes, and then turn around and like walk out of the house with them.
Stuff when you die.
Yeah, as a ghost, you can pick up objects when you're a ghost and stuff like that. I don't know if you currently can, but like.
Okay.
But I don't know. But either way, the world record, the number one first place world record for that is 42 seconds, 0.663 milliseconds. And the second place,
impressive.
Yeah, but the second place is 1 minute and 2 seconds.
We could beat that.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we could potentially beat the second place time with the three of us going into a house on a small
house.
Well, hold on. Let me see the show rules. 1 second. The timer starts when you first load into the map and can first move. The timer ends when you leave through the truck and see the loading screen. You must steal at least one item from each room. The definition of a room is an area which can be the ghost's favorite room.
So just one thing.
Just one item from every room, which is doable. We can just go into every room, take one item, and get out of the house, right? It can be done on any map, and for an item to be stolen, it must be inside the truck at the end of the map.
Okay, easy.
So, dude, that's actually fucking straightforward.
Did you say there was 100% thief percent?
There is 100% thief category. There is indeed a 100%. So 1 second here. Let me see. Oh, actually, nobody has completed that yet. There is a category for it, but it shows no runs found.
You think what I'm thinking, boys?
I'm thinking what you're thinking, I think.
We get payday 3. Okay, so anyway.
Okay, we're thinking different things, but yes. But seriously, we could, like, because the category is there for trios for 100%. And basically... Yeah, I think for 100%, like, I don't know what the rules specifically are different for that. I'm pretty sure it just means we need to steal everything in the house, but we could do that. We could just divide and conquer, go on the smallest map, each of us goes in, steals everything we can that's not nailed down, and fucking submit that run, man. We'd be on the leaderboard, there's nobody else there. I think we could do it. I think we could do that, boys.
Possible.
But
Possible.
but Payday 3, yeah, let's do
Okay.
it. But Phasmophobia, yeah, they've got all kinds of things though. They've got like shower percent, so the fastest you can get in the shower. They've got fucking like other things like bone percent, fucking where you find the bone, and appear percent, where you get the ghost to appear and you can see it, and that kind of shit. But Phasmophobia's got like a lot of really interesting Easter eggs, and it's or not Easter eggs, but speed runs, and it's one of those cool things where it's a game that if you get easily scared, you might want to speed run.
Oh yeah.
You just fucking like bomb through the map as fast as you possibly fucking can.
Alright.
Yeah.
There's also the Peter. Here are some other meme speedruns that I love. Peter Griffin Mii speedruns, where you get onto the Mii creator on the Wii and create Peter Griffin as fast as you can.
Dope.
Let's see. The American Dad speedrun, which we all love here.
Of course.
Exactly. As of right now, shit. Yeah, I can't find where the current is on that American Dad one. But they did manage the floor glitch on that, which was definitely impressive. Let's see. Getting banned off Yandere Dev's Discord server.
Yeah.
Getting banned off Pokemon's Discord.
Nice.
Not safe for work speedruns.
Honestly, there's some fucking silly ass categories out there for speedruns, but honestly, I love that about it. You know what I mean? Like, it's like I love the fact that people can just kind of play these games that they enjoy and do something silly with them and share it with other people and challenge other people too. Because like I'm not much of a competitive guy. Like you guys both know, I'm not like a rah rah we gotta win kind of dude.
Right.
But like like if it's like a friendly competition where it's like everybody kind of shares how they did what they did and they're like, now can you do better than that? I think that's really cool. Like it's kind of like, hey man, like it's like I did this cool thing, check it out. Like can you do better than that? Like try it out. I want to see if you do better so I can like learn your tricks.
All right.
And like
so I got some other fun ones here. I just found a Reddit post. So Ocarina of Time 100% 3 pauses. You have to 100% the game, but you can only pause the game 3 times. Majora's Mask, any percent 2 pauses. So
Jesus
changing
Christ.
from masks and shit like that, you only get to pause twice. Ocarina of Time reverse boss order.
Man, holy shit.
Hide and seek game, any percent, no controller.
Sounds like my kind of speed run.
Let's see.
House party speed run. We got the topless percent.
Topless percent. There you go.
Topless percent.
What's the speed run for that?
21 seconds.
Wow. Wow.
I don't even know.
Wow.
Is there a way I can read what topless percent means?
If you're on speedruns.com at the top there where it shows the different categories, you should see something below that says rules or show rules. Like it's just above the list of like the speedrun times. Like there should be a thing that says show rules. I mean there might be. Yeah.
So topless speedrun? Timer starts on exiting the opening message box. Timer ends on selecting the appropriate action. On-screen timer must be used. Must play the original game story. Must not spawn in items. The game must be censored. Game version and description or on-screen. So I guess getting someone topless.
Yeah, that's all it is. You just gotta like play the game and get someone to be topless.
In what game?
House party.
Isaac's favorite game.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, that's interesting. That's really fucking interesting, actually. Like that's really weird, man. Like, but yeah, like I know like there's so many different ways to like speedrun games, so many different games to speedrun. If you buds at home have any games that you like to speedrun or anything like that, like or you've done on YouTube or that kind of thing or on speedrun.com, go on our Discord channel and let us know about it. Like, jump into chat on there and be like, hey, we actually have a place for you to share your content. You can go there, just pop it down,
Exactly.
and yeah, and we'll get to see what you're up to. I want to see the speed runs that you're, running speedily.
Exactly. Let us know if you like any of the games that we've been talking about or want to know what the speedrun of your favorite game is. Be sure to check out fucking speedrun.com. Be sure to fucking, do your own research, do your shit for yourself. Again, it might be even easier to speedrun a game than you think.
Yeah, if you're interested in seeing us try some speedruns too, like this wherever you're seeing it, and comment down below.
Absolutely. And on top of that, we were talking quite a bit about Call of Duty Zombies there. We all have that. We all Twitch stream that, and we all play that. So if you want more content on that, or if you'd like a podcast where we talk about specifically Call of Duty Zombies, let us know because we would be interested in that as well.
Yeah, we can talk about that for days.
Exactly. Feedback is fantastic, though. So let us know. Comment where you can. But with that, as I was just saying, it might be easier than you think to fucking speedrun a game. But at the same time, it might not be that easy either.
Yeah.
So, might extend a little bit of the time here, but I have a video. I'm not going to show the whole video. In fact, I'm probably not going to show any of it, but I'll pull it up on the YouTube video if you're watching. Boop, there we go. So, this is a fantastic video that was put together by Abs Zero, and it's called When a Cheater Goes to AGDQ. Like I mentioned before, awesome games done quick.
Yeah.
So, the unfortunate part about the speedrunning community is that with the same thing with every community, for every good side and for everything that's great about it, there's some negativity to it and some unfortunate problems, and also people who want to fake the glory of it. And that comes to the fucking cheaters.
Yeah.
So, in speedrunning, there's multiple different ways that you can cheat. One of the main and major ways that you can do this is something called splicing, where basically you take, let's say you did really good in the first half of this clip, but then you fuck something up at the end. And then you did another clip where the end wasn't as good as you wanted it to be, but the end result was really fucking good and exactly what you wanted. But you still went through and you still did everything even though the first part of it wasn't that good. So what you would do is you would clip it right at a part where you are exactly at the same spot and merge the two together. And then hopefully everything in the content works where you're able to fucking make it look like you did everything exactly right. And by doing this, a lot of people are able to get through the cracks because most games don't have in-game timers. You have to result in outside timers or timing it yourself with an outside program or something.
Yeah.
That's what I use for Tony Hawk and a couple of my other programs. So splicing a game together is one of the easiest ways to fucking do it. And unless you are dealing with people who have intimate fucking knowledge of the game to the point where decimals and fucking fractions of a fucking pixel can even catch you
and
on
text
it.
or like text on screen or something when it shouldn't be or that kind of
Or
thing.
something extra in your inventory that shouldn't have never gotten there, or
Yeah, even achievements popping up in the corner of a game can be a giveaway.
Exactly.
Like having a game achievement pop up in the corner like ba-ding, like when it shouldn't, like it's like they didn't do that just like but right before this clip. They did that like 10 minutes ago in the run, you know what I mean?
And of course it also depends on the game and who's playing it. Like if it's a more linear game where it's not really levels per se, but it's just like straight through and it's an open world, it's a little bit harder to splice. You have to find a point directly where it would seem perfectly in. But in other games, let's say a game like Halo, where it's very linear on a map, but then you can clearly change over, it's easy to run a level perfectly, but then not run the next level perfectly. And rather than submit it as a perfect segment, mash all the perfect segments together, and now you have a world record speed run. Well, that's what somebody decided to do. His name is Cody Miller, and this speedrunner, quote unquote, spliced together his run of Halo Combat Evolved. So when AGDQ decided to put on their charity event where people speedrun games, they decided to offer him a spot at running through the entire game. He openly accepted, even though knowing he was a cheater and knowing he couldn't probably do it up to the task, he still said yes. and he still said that he could do it in probably 2 hours. And he still set the challenge for himself. And he set the difficulty on legendary. So he started playing, and he beat the first level in about 9 minutes, which isn't super bad, but nowadays people are fucking doing it in 5 minutes at least. Like, now the world record is at 4 minutes. So wasn't the perfect time, but that's also the point of AGDQ. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to be.
You just have to do it quick. Yeah.
If it does world record, cool. It's a big deal. Everyone's hype. But if it's not a world record, then okay, you still did it pretty quick. You still did it faster than half the people who were there. Well, 3/4 of the people there. So this guy decided to show up, and unprepared, unprovoked, fucking got through the first level. Gets to the second level, and that's when problems arise. Let's see. This guy Ab0 made some perfect video, so I'll just play it real quick.
What do you call it? The coolant trick, because yeah.
But
They do make you do stuff like hide.
He's going on
and shoot.
legendary. He's getting
What?
shot
sorry.
out
For me, that's a long time,
and
'cause I don't
dies
wanna go
repeatedly.
This is where we first start to
gets
see Cody's
destroyed.
struggle.
Like, does
as
not
he
play well.
repeatedly dies to elites and can't progress further.
Yeah, and that's like, actually that reminds like I won't go on too much about it yet, but like that reminds me of one of my favorite videos on the internet. Like someone basically going in a public forum and fucking screwing the pooch big time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this guy fucking, he's constantly dying on the second level. So he's like, okay, leaves, changes the difficulty. Because he changes the difficulty, that changes the whole run. So he has to go back and redo the first mission. So he loses about 15 minutes trying to do it on a lower difficulty.
Yeah.
Gets back to the fucking mission, still continues to die. Is not taking anyone's advice in terms of the chat telling him, hey, if you just do a grenade jump, you can make it over the mountain and skip the entire level.
Yeah.
Which he proceeds to go, nah, I'd rather just kill everybody.
Yeah.
And proceeds to
basically
not kill anybody.
Yeah, basically he can't do the skip, so he's like, no, I'm gonna play the level.
After 40 minutes, he finally gets through level 2. He estimated getting through the entire game would take him about 2 hours. It ended up taking him like 4.5 hours.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And during the whole time, everyone's face just continuously goes lower and lower and lower. Just to the point where it's like, dude, stop. Just
Yeah, you're just
stop.
playing the game normally. You're not even speedrunning it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's
The
fucking
people
ridiculous,
in the
man.
background are switching out. The people on the couch next to him are switching out because they're just getting tired of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. Like, it's like they probably expected to sit there for like 2 hours, but they didn't expect to sit there for 4.
Exactly. The whole video is 20 minutes long by Ab0, but I was just watching it because the dude just makes an absolute fool of himself.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
Also,
but,
the entire full video is up on YouTube if you just want to watch his full 4 hours.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Faux pas.
But speaking of dudes making fools of themselves, I'll talk more in detail about the video I was mentioning earlier, but this is one of my favorite games of all time, Mirror's Edge. That game, anybody who's played it knows it's fucking dope. Like, that game's amazing, right? But
Absolutely.
the category, the skill level to which I play it is not nearly the skill level that some world-class speedrunners, play it.
Of course.
This guy, though, this guy's a special breed of stupid. He decided to, because he was getting good times, he knew some speedrunning tricks and stuff like that, but the problem is that he decided to go into the category of glitchless.
Right.
Which, as you guys know, and I know, glitchless is when
glitchless.
Yeah, you don't break the game in unintended ways. You don't do things that the developers didn't intend for you to do. You go through the game, through the levels, the way they intended you to go through them, and you beat the game.
Even if there are exploits in the game or anything like that,
Yeah.
you don't exploit
Yeah.
them. You don't
Because they're still
exploit, You
glitches.
don't glitch, you don't hack, you don't
Yeah.
fucking add anything.
Like, it's like, if there's a way for you to duplicate a weapon, you don't. Like, I mean, it's not, at least not in glitchless. So if it helps you in a glitched speedrun, or a glitch any percent speedrun or something, then fucking go do it.
For example, Isaac, real quick, we had just mentioned Legend of Zelda, the any percent is about 4 minutes. What is the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time speedrun for glitchless? So not using any
Yeah.
glitches or anything like that, just beating the game normally.
Yeah, because I mean that's
More
probably
the process.
I'm estimating a substantially higher number. I'm imagining something much higher.
I'm imagining something quite a decent bit higher than 4 minutes as well.
Dun, 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 dun,
In the meantime, I'm about to blaze it.
I will too.
Blaze it.
Glitchless any percent.
Not, yeah, glitchless.
Well, yeah,
70%.
glitchless any percent. Yeah.
Glitchless any percent if it wants to pop up. God, the mobile version of this site sucks.
Glitchless any
Work on that.
percent means no glitches are used,
2
but
hours and 13 minutes.
2 hours and 13 minutes, significantly more than 4 minutes.
So significantly longer. So
But yeah, that's not
but-
using the wrong
yeah.
warps or the developer motoring of that.
yeah,
It's
or
going
like
through the
running
game.
or wall humping or anything like that, right? So
It's going through the game as the developers intended. So anyway, as you were saying, a glitchless
yeah, but
speedrun
as I was
is
saying, so so this guy was playing Mirror's Edge, glitchless any percent, right? And so he said it because he was like the only one who apparently held a record in the category. Like there was no one else who had any records on the leaderboard in the category. Essentially, he felt like he could kind of make up the rules about what glitchless meant.
You're
So
the determining factor per se.
yes, so thankfully, the commentators, the people who were in charge of like watching and commentating for the event he was at, I think it was Games Done Quick or something along those lines.
It's either games
But-
or Summer's Done Quick.
Yeah,
either way.
but ultimately, like the commentators were taking none of his shit. So the guy was doing very obvious game-breaking like mechanics like that the developer in no way intended. He was skipping entire segments of the level. He was doing segment breaks.
For example, in Mirror's Edge, there's a specific sequence where you can like jump on a wall, jump off a wall, and it fucking like lags you a lot farther, which gives you a much higher jump. And if he didn't specifically say it, the commentators probably still would have said something. But in all fairness, he probably could have gotten away with it just because
Yeah.
it was a very quick move. But the runner decided to specifically say something about it. on
Yeah,
how
he was
used it.
commentating on it as he was playing. So like that video Curtis mentioned earlier where the guy like explained the tricks he was doing, this speedrunner was explaining his tricks. And
the
one of
reason
them
they-
was
the reason they have the commentators in the back is in case the guy is more focused on the speed running than actually saying something. You got experts behind who can keep talking and keep the pace going, or you have somebody reading off donations. But
yeah.
when the guy himself is reading it off, then the guys behind are just kind of like, okay, we'll just sit here and chill. But yeah.
Yeah. So basically, what ended up happening is that because the guy said, he said, if you, and I think the first specific moment that the guy called him out on it was when the guy said, if you jump here, you can break this sequence. And he was like, oh, breaking the sequence, isn't that a glitch? And this guy's response, he didn't even try to defend himself or anything really to that degree. All he said was, the developers put it in the game, so it's not a glitch. And like the guy was like, what? And so like the guy kept doing that to himself. He was literally the whole time. He's like, if you jump off this wall and you can jump again because for one frame there's an invisible floor underneath your feet. And he's like, and the commentator, again, not taking any shit, was like, dude, like, so a glitch. So a glitch. And the guy's like, no, it's not a glitch. It's just using a mechanic. And he's like, and the guy next to him, the other commentator, who also was mic'd up and had the ability to speak, was so in awe of this dude's stupidity and audacity to be like, no, this isn't a glitch, about every single glitch he was doing. He couldn't speak.
Both that and he was also laughing because the guy next to him is just telling about all this shit.
Like every time the dude next to him called him out on something, he just kind of like chuckled a little bit, but he couldn't even say anything because the guy was like, yeah, so I jump on top of this barbed wire, and he's like, oh, you jump on top of the barbed wire that's supposed to kill you? He's like, it's not a glitch. And he's like, well, yes, it is.
At this point, he just had, at a certain point, he just starts calling out, it's not a glitch. Like,
Yeah,
rather than
and
just responding to the dude. And the dude's just like, it's a glitch. It's not a glitch.
Yeah, and it's so funny because, like, I think another one of the most egregious ones was when he goes to the top of one of the levels and he jumps, so his head clips through the ceiling and hits a hitbox for the end trigger of the level and ends the level early, like, it basically ends that map early. And he's like, And he's like, so yeah, if you jump really hard and you jam your head against the ceiling here, then you can hit that end, but you can hit that end trigger. And he's like, so you clip through the floor? He's like, no, it's not clipping. He's like, yeah, but you clip through and hit the end box. He's like, yeah, but it's not clipping though. It's like,
Oh,
and he's
so
like,
in the
yeah,
game, they just
but it's not
physically
clipping.
smash their fucking head through the window.
Just jam their fucking head through the floor. I'm here, guys. Like, and
I
it's
don't
like,
think it worked that way.
like, it's so funny. Like, he clipped through an NPC that he was supposed to be following, and he's like, dude, you just clipped through that guy right there. And he's like, no, man. He's like, it's not my fault. The game's not fast enough to keep up with me. And it's like, no. It's like you glitched the game. And so like it's like basically it's like he had this dude who was like so like into himself for being the world record speedrunner for like Mirror's Edge, like glitchless any percent. Like he used every glitch that if you look at the glitch speedrun like world records are there. He does all the same things that they do, except his time is way shittier to the point where he wouldn't get on that leaderboard.
Well, the other reason is that when you're in the glitch fucking one, that's where you can jump off the crane, do the same strats and everything. But when you hit the wall, you end the level. Rather than when you hit the wall, you have to keep doing the same strategy
Exactly.
to get over. He had to do all the strategies that a glitch player would do without the end result of being able to get through the level super fucking quickly.
Exactly. So the glitched people would be getting through the level in like way better times than his, so he just knew he wouldn't be able to submit his time to the glitch list or the glitch speedrun and get on the leaderboard. So he was like, fuck it, I'll go on glitch list and submit it there.
Meanwhile, you have a glitch percent or any percentage player who's doing commentation, who's just sitting there like, this looks like exactly what I would do on my run, except I'm just not doing the important parts.
Yeah, except you're not doing the parts
playing
that
the level.
Yeah, you're playing the level and doing like the tricks that we do if we fuck something up earlier.
Right. And don't get me wrong, if you're starting off speedrunning or if you're getting interested in speedrunning because of this podcast, there's nothing wrong with just playing the level quickly. But the part of it is progressing through and figuring out where you can get better and what glitches and what tricks you can do. If you want
and
to
not submitting it to leaderboards if you're like if you're not like that's the thing is don't like submit a fake run to a leaderboard.
Absolutely. And
like
also
just
fake runs in general and shit like that. Just don't. There's no point. And don't submit your first run, your second run, all that stuff. There's no reason to just keep changing your position on a leaderboard or keep swamping mods with that stuff. Keep practicing, keep at it, and once you think you have a good run and you want to submit it, that's when you submit it. I've done Tony Hawk's American Wasteland plenty of times. I've streamed it 3 times. I've recorded and done one video on it once, including my personal record, and I still don't feel confident enough to submit it.
Yeah. But
there's more I could do.
Even if you just do it for yourself, that's fine too.
Exactly. That's what I'm doing for, just because it's fun. I was telling this to a friend at work, and he ended up having a LAN party style shit where I brought over my GameCube and a small TV, and I played Tony Hawk's American Wasteland, and then he had his big TV and he was playing Super Mario 64. And
dope.
His first time playing it, he did a 64-star category.
Oh,
and was able
nice.
to fucking... And then he's right towards the end, he's like, I think I'm going to go for 128 stars. I'm like, really? Or do you just want to do 64 and get the game done? He's like, kind of want to get the game done. And I convinced him to do the stair glitch, which gets him through the door. To
yeeting yourself backwards up the stairs, yeah.
Managed to, after like 5 minutes, he managed to do it, and simple as shit, he beat the game.
Fuck yeah.
So yeah.
That's dope.
It was a fun
That's
time.
dope as fuck.
Fun time all around.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So if you have, like Curtis said before, if you buds have any interesting stories about speedruns or anything you want to see us doing, just comment down below or comment on one of our miscellaneous social media links and let us know, because we want to hear from you buds what you want to hear us talking about.
Absolutely.
That was the most Canadian way I've said about in a long time.
Any of your favorite games that you would want the speedrun for?
Oh, what?
Anything you want to add, or any games that you want to know the speedrun for?
No, not really.
All right.
Yeah.
Nah.
Dig it.
We've covered a lot pretty extensively, and we'll cover more Call of Duty ones in another video, so we can deep dive into some of those ones.
Absolutely, some of the fucking zombies and shit like that.
Fuck you.
But I think with all that being said, it is good for a segment change. But before that, I'm going to hit my bong.
Well, we'll relight my dooba doob.
That's right. I've already done it, but we are still blazing it here at the Good Buds podcast. And with that, I think it is time for some weed news worldwide. Wow. All right, I only have a couple quick short stories for you buds today. So,
we'll speed run the news.
Damn right. So first and foremost, Missouri is, even though they have a shitty name, because who wants to live in misery? Nobody. But Missouri,
It's true.
They voted to legalize cannabis. It's happening, all that shit. So when can you buy legalized cannabis recreationally? Tomorrow. Starts tomorrow. The legalization didn't happen a while ago. They've been legal for a while, but the recreational sale starts tomorrow. Stores will be open. Legislation is passed. It's good. Go out, buy yourself some dubs.
Fuck yeah, do it.
Now, with Missouri opening up recreational cannabis and it starting, a whole bunch of other bills and a whole bunch of other stuff have been on the table for them recently. So I've seen one news story about, the opening up for businesses and such. One for city ordinances and public ordinances about being high in public. Certain ones about cannabis.
Don't be an asshole about it.
Certain ones about cannabis facilities trying to open in cities, but because they're within a certain range of the school, they have to be moved. Whole bunch of different stuff. But Missouri is also getting wild in the fact that on top of this, there's also a new bill that just went to the fucking Congress of Missouri to possibly legalize psilocybin, even though they just now got weed in fucking stores. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, no, that's honestly, GG Missouri. Proud of you.
Fuck yeah.
Fucking other states follow suit if you haven't done it yet.
Absolutely.
That'd be fucking sick. And no, that's actually really good news. I like hearing about that.
Speaking of which, according to a recent poll, a majority of Hawaii actually supports legalization as well. So Hawaii has a possibility of saying hello or aloha to legal weed. I'm sorry, buds. I'm sorry about that. Next, Australia reports reveal potential cannabis legalization plan. Possibility in the works in their Congress and parliamentary system. I really hope that goes through quickly because then they can release the guys who did the sick-ass laser light show on the Sydney Opera House.
Yeah, oh yeah, I remember that.
Absolutely. We talked about it on the last episode. Buds, listen in if you haven't. It's
Check it out.
They shed light on a nice they shed light on
the cannabis situation in Australia.
Yes, that's the words I was looking for. Thank you. Literally.
Literally. Literally.
I can't find the story now, but I did read a story earlier about a 17-year-old girl who was selling pot brownies at her school, and apparently she gave one to a kid that had way too much in it, so the kid, quote unquote, to the fucking news story, overdosed and had a seizure and was rushed to the hospital. Kid didn't die. They don't know if the seizure and the weed are fucking related. And apparently, like, at the very end of it, they're like, we can't name any of the students, but apparently one of them has a history of epilepsy.
Huh? I bet it was the one who had a seizure.
I bet so, too. Like, wow, really good fucking reporting there, guys.
Well, it's gotta be sensational, right? It's like, I'm surprised they were like, 10 overdose deaths and number 9 you won't believe.
Exactly.
Like, they,
Funny part is, it wasn't an overdose. At worst, it was a green out, and they...
it was a green out, and then the dude had a seizure.
Speaking of that, some fucking Twitch streamer recently had a green out and was banned because of it. So, with that being said...
He's back.
Oh, he's back? Okay, well, with that being said, smoke responsibly when you're on Twitch.
Yeah,
Come on,
that's something that you won't see on any of our Twitch streams, which you should check out. Yeah, he did edibles and did too much edibles.
They're allowing it, so fucking be
Yeah,
responsible.
you'll see that on our streams, but you won't see us greening out. That's for sure.
All right, and this one I read the news story, but I haven't actually gone through to read it, so I'm interested. Deputy fends off 5 armed robbers at a dispensary in St. Vincent. Let's see.
What?
The cannabis industry in the Caribbean mirrors the danger in the U.S. casualty industry and the lure of criminals given the large amount of cannabis and cash. In the town of Vermont, not to be confused with the U.S. state, on the island country of St. Vincent and the Grenadines in the Caribbean, 5 would-be armed robbers were thwarted by a deputy guard at a dispensary. Due to quick thinking and a fast response, the perpetrators were caught mid-robbery while they were still at the site. Let's see.
Busted.
Out of the 5 guys, one of them brandished a gun, and another one had a fucking cutlass. So
Jesus
pirate
Christ.
sword.
Pirate shit going on here.
They entered at 2 in the morning after forcefully fucking in there. And
Weed Pirates of the Caribbean.
One person got injured trying to bust in. Let's see. They tried to break into the storage area. The deputy from the Armed Security Agency was quickly dispatched, returning fire and forcing robbers to flee before they could make off with the loot.
Pirates of the Cannabis. Unalived man's bong.
Absolutely. Yeah, he wasn't there, but he was dispatched there and was able to make it there in 15 minutes. Shot at them a couple of times, and they're like, "Oh shit!" I'm sure.
We better get the fuck out of here.
I'm sure
fired his flintlock.
The one guy fired his flintlock pistol that he had. I'm sure the guy with the cutlass is like, "On guard," and the other 2 are like, "We didn't bring the cannon. That was your 3's only job.
Yeah.
Gun, sword, cannon. 3.
It's like I got the cannon. I got the lighter. Tony, cannonballs. What? I didn't know I was supposed to bring the ball. No, you.
We told you to bring the balls. I got your balls right here.
You got your balls right here. That's not gonna help us, Tony.
He always makes this joke. I knew we shouldn't have trusted him with this.
Yeah, it's our fault for trusting him.
You know what? Next time, let's give him the cannon. You know what happened the last time we gave him the cannon? Hey guys,
I got your cannon right here.
I got your cannon.
Reminds me of the Family Guy skit where they're robbing the bank, and he's like, and Cleveland was like, and I'm Rover Cleveland, and it's kind of coincidence. My name is Cleveland.
Now we're broke. Now we're covered.
Now we gotta kill them all.
Oh my god, so good, so fucking good. But no, that's interesting, man. I'm glad that those pirates got busted so we could hear about it.
Oh yeah, the pirates got busted, saved all the weed, and now we're all cured and everyone's fine in the Grenadines. Your country can remain as red and strawberry as you'd like.
For some reason, I want a Shirley Temple.
I would love a Shirley Temple right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it for weed news worldwide.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, with that being said, Isaac, you got a couple interesting quips for us? Some funny picturings with some words to accompany?
Some meat madness.
Do you have some dank memes?
Dank memes.
Oof. It's very relatable to me.
Hold up, bam.
Yup. Relatable. Relatable as fuck, yo. I would totally take tendies. Give me them tendies. Give me them tendies. Give me them tendies. I don't eat. I mean, I would eat the other meals. Don't get me wrong.
It's the rule, though. If you go to a new place,
Yeah.
it's the rule. When you go to a new place that you've never been before, you're getting tenders.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay.
And you gotta judge the place off tenders.
Yeah, because if they got shit tenders, then fucking.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like a hockey team. If they got a bad tender, you don't want it.
Now here's the thing for me.
Exactly.
I have generic food depending on what kind of restaurant it is that I go for. If it's a Chinese restaurant, General Tso's chicken. If that's bad, I don't eat anything else. For a Mexican place, it's chicken enchiladas. That's bad.
Hell yeah.
I don't eat anything else. For fucking pretty much any American food, it's either burger or chicken tendies.
Yeah, for white people food, chicken tenders.
Basically.
All right, what's this next one?
If it's a black people food, I eat whatever they give me.
Hot diggity dog. This place is magnificent.
Hot diggity dog.
Wait.
Hot
Hot dick.
This place is magnificent.
This place is
Oh my god, yes. As someone who frequently and pretty much is the only one that does the shopping in this house, that is exactly what it's like.
See,
I have a
we go-
list, and I'm like, oh my god, diggity dog.
we go shopping together, and even if we get a list, I still make her go through the entire store because I want to see everything, and then she wants to see everything. So it's
Makes
like
sense.
I want to skip the clothing, but she wants to see clothing. But since
So
we're
you-
seeing clothing, we get to see video games. But since we're seeing video games, then we get to see furniture. Since we're seeing
Hot
furniture, we get to see
diggity
hardware.
dog.
Hot diggity dog. This place is magnificent.
Yeah.
Nope,
Also,
not wrong, not wrong.
Also, the
Very
unfortunate
relatable.
fact to show how old I'm getting and how much of an adult I'm becoming. At first, I thought that was the freezer section. I didn't see it as the gaming section. And that's the sad part.
Not going to happen.
Yes. Fuck yes, relatable as fuck.
I can relate. I can relate to the GTA 5 part because when I was pre-ordering GTA 5 as a young minor,
Oh,
they're
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
they looked at my mom and this game does this, that, this, and this and that, and I'm like,
I hate all
You
of you.
fucking bitch.
shut up. But my mom still went through it, and I was able to still pre-order. So
That's
Yeah.
it was
Well, it's
my
like,
money.
man, that's like one of my most embarrassing stories of when I was a young lad. When I was like, I would think I was like fucking like 11 or 12. But I went to the music store near our house and bought a cassette tape of ICP.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think it was the Great Malenko, and I brought it home, and my mom like checked it out and like looked at the names of the songs and stuff like that, and they had like the lyric insert and shit. And she made me bring that shit back to the store and give it back to the fucking salesman and be like, and trade it out for a different album.
What
And
if-
it was like, man, I was so embarrassing.
What if
So
it
bad.
remind me of the Family Guy thing where he's like, "Oh, look at these lyrics. I rip it hardcore like porno flick bitches. Oh, here's one part. Here's a part for white people.
Hmm?
I give 100% to my neighborhood."
I
Yep.
love that shit.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. My mom made me bring that shit back and return it. And I was like, man, fuck.
Yeah, no, see, my mom didn't care about.
I was
the
like, she
GTA.
didn't know I swore like every fucking 30 seconds anyway.
Yeah, no, my mom didn't care about the GTA.
It was up until I was 11, and that's when I convinced her to buy God of War, and it was free game from there.
Alright, what's this one? What do we got now?
Next one. Here we go.
No. Wait.
Yeah.
Random kid when I grow up. I want to be Spider-Man.
His uncle? No.
No, wait.
Wait.
By the way, if you're listening on audio and you don't think this is as funny as it should be, go to our YouTube, subscribe, watch it there.
Yeah, check it out. You'll get to see all these memes.
Hey.
Or check out our Discord channel where
Last-
Isaac is currently sharing all these memes.
Yeah, all
Last-
the memes are just on our Discord, so you can just check it out.
Last but not least, alright, what do we got?
This is great.
Last one. All right, Elden Ring is hard, but this is even harder.
Do you think Elden Ring is hard? Try being an autistic trans person living in the US in 2020.
I can't seem to find it on Steam. It's like an Xbox game.
Oh my
it's not
God.
PlayStation exclusive.
Oh my god.
That does sound like a difficult ass game.
Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Like, I can't find it on Steam. Is it like on Game Pass or is it on PlayStation or what?
So,
Oh
the
my
Epic
god,
Store-
that's so fucking good. Probably on Epic Games.
Okay, that would be cool.
Yeah,
One of the two.
That's my kind of thing.
All right.
But yeah, no, those are some solid memes, Isaac. And if you
Those are
buds want to see,
some
if you
Dank meme.
dang man. All right.
Absolutely. But yeah. Yeah, I think Shaker was trying to say, if you buds enjoy that or have any memes that you would like to share, please let us know. Share them to our Discord. Share them where you
Yeah,
can.
we've got a whole section for that.
Absolutely. And speaking of Shank,
Me.
it's time for your little corner.
Times for my corner.
Time for Shank's Obscurities.
Shank's Obscurities. All right, so today On Shank's Obscurities, we are once again diving down the music rabbit hole with one of my favorite bands of all time. Curtis is also a big fan of these guys. Isaac, I don't know, he sits on the fence about them, but he thinks they're interesting and weird, which is, good enough for me. But this is a band called Clowncore.
Yay!
Now some of you buds might recognize the name from them going a little bit viral on the Talking of the Ticks and a couple other, social media sites here fairly recently. But I've been following them for, about maybe just over 10 years or so. They started around 2010 with their first stuff, which is their first album called Clowncore. They're really interesting. So basically, to tell you the concept of this band, if you've never heard of it, they're two dudes, one who plays percussion mainly and keyboard, and the other one who plays saxophone as well as other instruments like guitar and, like other miscellaneous things. But their shtick is that they typically perform in enclosed spaces such as a handicapped porta potty or a vehicle, a van of some kind. And they wear clown masks, rubber clown masks, like you'd see in a robbery heist flick or something like that. And now their music is interesting. It's like a blend of grindcore jazz, electronica, and avant-garde jazz, which is weird. Like, who the fuck would take grindcore and put it with like jazz and like weird avant-garde music? But it's got these two artists. Now, there's no confirmed identity for either one of the two people. It's not like Slipknot where their identity has been leaked or anything like that, but there is speculation. They believe that one of them is Lewis Cole, the drummer is Lewis Cole, who's from the electronic jazz funk band called Nowhere. They do like weird esoteric jazz. And the other one is Sam Gendel, who's a saxophonist that has played with Nowhere in the past, like as a gig musician. But again, this is not confirmed. There's no confirmation of their identity. A lot of their videos are very cryptic. They're just like black screens with text on them that pop up every now and then. And an odd clown honk here or there, or the sound of traffic or something like that. And they do it as like an art piece band. That's probably the best way to describe them. They've made 3 albums. One is Clowncore, which was released in 2010. They made an album in 2018 called Toilet, which was also played in a porta potty. And the third album, which is called Van, that they recorded it came out in 2020, and it involves them performing all of the music in a blue van.
What?
They just
Really?
sit in a van. Yeah, the entire time.
Fantastic.
And they have an anonymous driver who's there during the performances, but they do not speak or interact with the band in any way. And one of the songs from that track,
would they?
Exactly,
That
right?
would just drive everything nuts.
But quick clowning around. but
Funny how? You think I'm funny?
What, you think I'm funny? But one of the songs on that album, being my favorite, one of my favorite tracks, involves the drummer / keyboard player pooping on the keyboard and having the poop that he drops hold down a single note for the entire length of the song.
Oh yeah, he pooped on A minor.
Yeah, he pooped on A minor. Whoa, this is going into R. Kelly territory real quick. But ultimately, if you buds have not heard or seen or anything from Clowncore, I highly recommend going on YouTube, jumping down that Clowncore rabbit hole, seeing where it takes you, because it is definitely an obscure band that has some really obscure music, but in its own way, it's very rhythmic, enjoyable, and identifiable as like every different little genre that's in there. So take a look, check them out. I guarantee Clowncore, you'll probably love them as much as I did, and if you don't, what the fuck are you doing here, man? like, smoke a bit more, and check it out again.
Right.
But that's pretty much all I gotta say about Clowncore today.
Yeah. Any particular songs that you have for them to check out?
Oh, yes. Check out 2 of my favorite tracks. One is called Hell, which is like a very high energy, very interesting, very amazing jazz breakdowns with this crazy grindcore.
That was off
Toilet,
from right?
That was from Toilet, yeah.
That was the first song he showed me, and
and it's amazing. And then there's Brendan Fraser, which is another one of my favorites, and that one is off of Clowncore, their first album. But it's it's called Brendan Fraser, and you better fucking love it because it's Brendan Fraser. So fucking good. They're so good. They're so good. I highly recommend. Check out Hell. Check out Brendan Fraser. Check out all of their other songs because they're all like unique, amazing, individual, independent, and just really, really just a blast.
Fantastic.
A blast.
It's
Especially
also
if you love weird
interesting
artsy music.
It's also just interesting to see how many instruments they can pack into small spaces.
Oh yeah, jam all that shit into a porta potty, man.
Because they're playing saxophone, guitar, keyboard, drums, everything all at once.
Yeah.
And screaming.
Well. Yeah, and doing it really well. And they have beautiful, intelligible lyrics that they even have nice subtitles for and everything like that. So.
Absolutely. All right. Well, with all of that, I think it's time for the final part of the session, the Good Buds Book Club. This week, we have to recommend How to Talk to Your Cat About Gun Safety.
It's a good book.
Work on dogs.
It could
No.
possibly.
No, you need a different book for that, and it's much thinner.
What age is the right age to talk to my cat about proper use of firearms? What are the benefits of my cat living a lifestyle of abstinence? Why does my cat need to use the internet? Can he just play with yarn like cats used to do? Our country and our cats stand at the precipice. It will take courage and it will take hard work, but armed with the knowledge within these pages, we can make our cats and America great again. This is How to Talk to Your Cats About Gun Safety and Abstinence, Drugs, Satanism, and Other Dangers That Threaten Their 9 Lives.
That's fantastic, but rather than getting into the nitty-gritty of that, we'll talk about that next week on our next episode. But because this Shank has the bathroom. So,
Shank, what do you mean? They've been doing this since the fucking founding fathers. Look at that little kitty there.
Look at
him. Meow.
Arm your cats.
But Shank's gotta pee, and I gotta pee. So, with all that being said, can we take one more hits?
Nala has a gun.
Oh my God, she's armed.
I
don't.
This.
I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. Don't. If a cop busts into your room right now, they're not gonna ask questions. This is America.
It's because she's not the proper species.
That's right.
All right, so it is time. Let us quickly, one more time for the roads. Buds
Good
at
girl.
home, if you can, if you got it. Tok tok boke. It is time to Oh, sorry, I'm still trying to. I'm still getting used to the thing.
I got ahead of the group.
There we go. It is time to blaze it. Tok tok boke.
Smoke. Tasty. Tasty.
Oh fuck yes.
All right. So buds, like Curtis said, that's the last toke of the episode. I would like to thank you all again for being here and hanging out. Make sure you check out our social media links down below in the description that we've got for you. You can go on there, you can share your stuff with us, see what we're sharing with you. Our Instagram especially is popping off. We got all kinds of cool things there. Make sure you click follow and like or subscribe or whatever when you're there so you can get notifications.
Absolutely. Check out them shits. We love you so much for checking us out. Share, subscribe, all the fun shit. As always, thank you so much. We're going to roll one for the road, and we will see you next week on the Good Buds podcast.
Later, buds.
Later.
Good night.
Where's your gun?
On the wall.
Okay.